Hi there. Thank you for joining me. My name is Jo Baird. I am the designer and creator behind Jo's Crafty Hook. And what we are doing in this video is we are making my twisted cluster beanie. And these videos will be put inside the twisted clusters beanie crochet pattern. So I will be releasing this pattern within a week or two, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope these videos that I'm making are helpful, because the hat is kind of an advanced intermediate level. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm not too good with the magic circle, so what we're going to do is we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we are going to go into the last or the first chain and wrap you around and pull it through, and there we have a circle ring, and this is what we are going to be putting our stitches in. So to the pattern, chain 2 does not count, but we're going to chain 2 here, and then we're going to put 24 double crochets in this circle. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then as you can see, we're getting close to this part of your yarn that you did with your beginning chain, and we're going to go ahead and hold that on the side, and we're going to cover it up with our next 12 double crochet. That way you don't have to go back and weave your ends in and cut them that way. So we have 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Okay, so there we have our circle that starts at the crown of the hat, and that's the way we will be doing it. We'll be doing it from top down to create the crown, the body, and the band that goes across at the end. So you want to slip stitch into the first stitch. You're not going to slip stitch into that chain 2. We're just going to leave that there, and you slip stitch into that first stitch. Okay, then you can chain 2, which it doesn't count, and then we're going to put a double crochet in this stitch. Okay, so there we have that. Next, we are going to front post double crochet 2 times in that next stitch. So if you're left-handed like me, you're going from left to right. If you're right-handed, you're going right to left. So we're going to put another one in that. And here we have our 2 front posts, and next we're going to double crochet in the next double crochet. And you got to be careful here because the stitches will sometimes go behind your work, so it's easy to skip. See how this is? Now looking at it, you can't tell there's a stitch behind there, so you would probably go there, but you have to pull it a little bit to make sure you can see the next stitch. So we're going to put one double crochet in there, and then we're just going to repeat the 2 front posts and then the double crochet. Okay, so we're going left to right, wrapping around, pulling it through, completing the double crochet, and then one more in there, wrap it around, finish your double crochet, and then double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, and then that's our repeat. I will keep doing that and crochet along with you until we get to the next round. And we have 2 front posts, double crochet, and then 1 double crochet, 2 front post double crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the next, and we are using a lighter weight yarn. We're using a number 3 yarn, light worsted weight, because the temperatures here are continuing to climb. We definitely are feeling our spring weather right now, but I wanted to make a lighter hat that you can wear even in the summertime. So we're using a lighter weight yarn for this. And we are using a K-hook to make our stitches a little bit bigger, and then as we go along you'll see that there are like air pockets in the hat, so it's a pretty cool design, and definitely a lightweight yarn would be enough. You can wear in the spring or the summer, or you can wear it all year round if you like, but I'm making it specifically for springtime and summertime. Since it's May, I figure it'd be nice to make a lighter weight hat. Okay, I am back to the beginning. I have one more double crochet here, and this you are going to put in your 2 front post double crochet, because we are increasing our round and we're increasing it every other row. So as you can see here, you have your front posts and your double crochet, and you should have 36 stitches when you're finished with this round or row. So again, we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch, not the chain 2 space, but slip stitch into that first space. Again, chain 2 and double crochet in that same space. Okay. The next stitch we have is the front post double crochet. So what we're going to do is we are going to put 1 front post in each of these stitches. So we're not increasing this row, we are just crocheting around the front posts and your double crochet, and we'll have the same amount of stitches because we're not increasing on this row. And be sure you don't miss those double crochet that are hiding behind your front post double crochet. So we're front post left to right, front post left to right, and then double crochet. Okay, you can do that all the way around, and I will join you here when you're finished, and we will go to our next round. Okay, I'm back, and I have just done my front post double crochet. So we're gonna close with the slip stitch into the top of the next chain, or the next stitch, not the chain 2. So we're gonna slip stitch there, chain 2, and then double crochet in the same space. Okay, now we are going to do another increase row. So what we're going to do is we are going to place the increase in the next front post double crochet. Then we're just going to front post double here and then double crochet here. So I'll show you. So you're going left to right into the first front post and completing that one, and then you're going to put another front post double crochet in that same double crochet, and that's how we increase. So in the next stitch we're going to put a front post double crochet and then a double crochet in the double crochet. Okay, and that's what we're going to repeat around. So you're going to put 2 front post double crochet in the next stitch, front post double crochet in the next stitch, and then double crochet, and then that is your increase. You're increasing 1 every 3 stitches. So we have, on this round you're doing that. So as you can see, we have 2 front post double crochet in the same stitch, then we have a front post double crochet in the next front post double crochet, and then we have a double crochet in the double crochet. So that will be your repeat all the way around. So I will go ahead and do that, and when you're finished you can hit play and watch for the next round. Thank you. Welcome back. We are doing our increase round here, where we are increasing the crown of the hat, and we just put in 2 front double crochet in the first stitch. Then we did a front post double in the next stitch, which happens to be the front post double, and then we double crocheted. So we did that all the way around, and we have increases. So we are just going to do what we did last time, slip stitch chain 2 and double crochet in the first double crochet, and now we are going to place 1 front post double crochet in the next stitch, front post double crochet in the next stitch, and then front post double crochet in the next stitch. So there we have 3 front post double crochet of the increase. Excuse me. So next we're going to double crochet, and then we are going to place one front post double crochet in each of the front post double crochets. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and then we're just going to double crochet in the next double crochet. Okay, now I am doing the 6 to 12 month size hat, so this is the last increase row, and then just doing the stitches will be the size for a 6 to 12 month old baby. Okay, so you can go ahead and go around and complete your stitches. You're doing 3 front post double crochet in each front post double crochet, and then double crochet in the next. Okay, I will see you when you're finished. Happy crocheting. Okay, we have done our amount of stitches we need for a 6 to 12 month old baby. So now we are just going to create a foundation for the shells and the clusters, which are coming up next. So all you're really going to do is single crochet in all of your stitches around. So you should have the same number of single crochets that you had of front post double crochet, and we're just gonna, like I said, create our foundation for the shells and the clusters to make it a little bit easier when you're going into a stitch. Sorry if I keep going out of screen. New to taking videos, especially splicing them and putting them together. I don't know how to do that yet. So, but anyway, be sure to watch out for this pattern. Like I said, it will be released in about a week or two. So be watching for the pattern at my website or my Etsy shop or Ravelry. You can get that in any of those places, and I will be putting this pattern on my website, joescraftyhook.com, in about a week or two with a free pattern for this size. I will just be working on one size, but the pattern calls for 0 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months, 12 months to 24 months, 2 to 4 years, 5 to 10-year-olds, teen, small adult, medium adult, large adult. So I will be having all of those sizes for the Twisted Cluster Beanie. Okay, and there I've finished my single crochets. So next we will be going into our shell stitches. So I need to join. So you're going to slip stitch in your first double crochet, and then you are going to chain 3. Now chain 3 counts because you're doing your beginning shell. What we're going to be placing in this first stitch is going to be your beginning shell, which consists of chain 3, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets in that same loop, we're going to go right into that same stitch and add 3 more double crochets. Okay, and there we have our beginning shell. So what we want to do is we're going to chain 2. We're going to skip the next 2 stitches and put a single crochet in the 3rd stitch, chain 2. Then we're going to put the regular shell in the 3rd stitch. So you're skipping 2, and then in the 3rd stitch you are going to be making your regular shell, and that consists of 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet, all in that same stitch. Okay, there you have the regular shell. So next we are going to chain 2, skip 2 stitches, go into that 3rd stitch with a single crochet, and chain 2. 1, 2. And then we just repeat the regular shell. So we skip 2 and then put in a shell in that 3rd stitch, which consists of 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and that is our shell stitch. So again, we're going to chain 2, skip 2 stitches, put a single crochet in the 3rd stitch, chain 2. Okay, I'll show you one more shell and then I'll let you go ahead and finish yours if you're doing it, following along, but I'm gonna meet you back here and we'll continue on from there. Okay, I have finished my last shell here, and you want to make sure that you have enough spaces for your single crochet, because there needs to be a single crochet between these 2 shells, between the last shell and the first one. So you want to make sure you chain 2, you can't forget that. And then you single crochet in the 3rd single crochet, chain 2, and then slip stitch in the top of chain 3. Okay. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. And there we have our shell stitches around our crown. So this is making up the body. And I know it looks flat, nothing like a hat, but this next row will help close it up and make it look more like the beanie that it's supposed to be. Okay, so here we are at our first shell, and what we are going to do is we are going to be placing decreases across our shell stitches, and it's going to be front post double crochet 3 together, and then front post 6 together. Okay, so we're at our beginning. We're going to chain 2, and this does not count as a stitch, and we are going to go to the chain 3 left to right and go across the front post of that, and then don't finish the double crochet. Okay, you just go around the front post, draw your yarn through, and then draw and wrap through 2 loops. Okay, you have 2 loops on the hook. We're going to keep them there. We're going to go in the next stitch and front post double, decrease. So we're only going to go through 2 stitches, and then now we're going to go into that 3rd stitch and decrease that as well. So wrap your yarn around and bring through 2, and now you have 4 loops on your hook, and what you need to do is bring that through all 4 loops, and there you have your front post double crochet 3 together. Okay, so next we're going to chain 1, and you want to chain that loosely. You don't want to chain tight, because we are using the chain 1 for the next row. Okay, so be sure to chain that loosely. Then you're going to single crochet in the chain 2 space of the shell, chain 1, and then we're going to start our front post double crochet 6 together. Okay, so we're going to go under the front post of the first stitch, and again you're only going through 2 loops for each front post double crochet. You just go through 2 loops right now. Go through 2 loops, and now we're gonna wrap our yarn around and go to and put the decreases in the next 3 shell double crochet. So you skip the chain 2, you skip the single crochet, you skip the chain 2, and you go right into that front post double crochet of the 3rd shell, and again just draw through 2, another front post double crochet, draw through 2, and then the last, which would be the 6th stitch, and here you still want to only go through 2 loops, and now you have 7 loops on your hook, and we're going to draw through all 7 stitches or 7 loops. And again, we're going to chain 1 loosely, single crochet in the chain 2 space of the next shell, chain 1, and then we're going to do another front post double crochet 6 together. So we're going to use these and these. I'll do it one more time with you. So front post around and only drawing through 2 loops, front post around the next stitch, only draw through 2 loops, front post around that 3rd stitch, draw through 2 loops, and now we're going to go over here for the first 3 stitches of that shell. We're going to skip chain 2, skip the single crochet, and skip the chain 2, and go right under that front post and pull through only 2 loops into our 5th front post. And we're going to decrease that so we only draw through 2 loops, and then finally into the 6th front post and draw through 2 loops, and then you have 7 loops on your hook. You draw through all 7 loops, chain 1 loosely, single crochet in the chain 2 space, chain 1, and then you are gonna double crochet 6 together, until you get to the last one. And I will be back for the last one and show you how to put your shells in. And as you can see, this round has really drawn up those shells, so it's starting to look like a hat. Okay, so go ahead and continue yours around, and when I'm finished I will come back and show you your next stitch.